Hey everybody, it's Modern Native. So we're gonna be hanging out. We're gonna be cooking dinner and chatting with you guys. The wife's gonna be doing some paints and some crafts and doing her thing over here. We'll be back and forth between the fire, watching me cook and hanging out with us, sitting here. So I got a couple more things I got to do to finish prepping, but other than that, um, I'll be right with you. So stay tuned for some cheeseburgers over the campfire, and I prefer to do them in the skillet, not on the griddle. That's just me, and I don't like doing them on the open fire. The black char, I just don't like it. I like the taste of it cooking in its own juices. That's just me. It makes it juicier, and I like to cover it and cap it with the griddle, the way this cast iron set works. So I'll be tuning you guys in as we go. But right now, you're going to be hanging out with the wife while she pints.
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 Because I got a little bit of setup and seasoning and stuff to do. So there you go. She'll be watching on chat, or at least she should. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here.
Do you have those little scissors then?
Hello to everyone whoever turned in. I'm going to be finishing setting up to get cooking, and you're going to be hanging out with the wife for a minute. Enjoy. You want one or white?
White.
One or two? Burger.
2. That's your folded down, sorry.
Alrighty, everybody. So turning it around so that way we can. How's it going, bud? So that way we can see Me coconut on fire. Alrighty, so I got the pan on there. Just set it on there before I sat down and turned it around. And I'm going to be heating up the pan while I grab the burgers. I used a little bit of seasoned salt, garlic powder, onion powder. And I only had it on one side, but just a splash of casing. And then lock in the juices as much as I can. I cap it. Here comes the cobs. So I know the prep work is complicated here, but I threw them in water and I left them there.
We do usually.
Done. I know some people might struggle with that. I'm just kidding. And it's literally how easy it is. That's why I love cooking on the fire. Boom. Already set. Now it's a waiting game until I got to flip the burgers. Then after I flip them, I wait a minute, and then I pull them off and I put them on top. Put them on top right there. Because that's the warmer, the slow cooker. So, no, wrong one. Not bad. Still getting used to navigating this. And we back. I enjoy watching you paint. I'm sure other people do. I zone out watching you paint sometimes. Or color.
You do. I've noticed.
I'll be sitting there watching her paint or color, and she'll be going, and I'll be doing something on my phone, watching something, and I'll look over, and I'll just kind of. And then she'll stop for a minute and look up, and I'll be like, "Oh shit, yeah, I was totally doing something."
Apparently, me painting is mesmerizing, or me coloring. Is it because of the way I paint?
I think it's just the process of painting, and you do it very daintily.
I paint like a painter. What's fun?
Yeah, as soon as I finish my cigarette. Actually, as soon as I finish my cigarette, I probably have to rotate that. So when I'll get stuff ready, and then I'll rotate it. I'll rotate the corn, and then we can smoke when I put it on the warmer because
Yeah.
it'll sit there for a while.
Yeah, we like to put it up there and let it simmer and everything else.
Just to make sure it cooks through because she doesn't like it too rare.
I like my shit done. Well done. Not kicking, not moving, not bleeding. Done. Like burned on the inside and out. Done.
Hockey pucks. You know, things that break my teeth.
The chewier hockey pucks.
Leather pucks?
No.
Dinner bell. This is what I need. Remember to stay hydrated.
Oh damn, I should have had you grab me one. Oh, that was cool. How fast you just drank that? Was it already open or did you just
No,
open
I just cracked it.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm grabbing one in a second.
That's fine, I'll just drink some soda.
Is that alright? I'm gonna stand up for that in a second anyway.
Yeah, but I don't want it anymore.
No.
I just don't.
Women. Can't live with them. Too much effort to hide the body.
You're telling me.
You can always smell when it's the right time to flip the burger.
Which is now.
Yes, I know. Wish there was a faster way to flip the camera around.
All we see right now is your top of your nose, your eyebrows, and your forehead. Now we see the fire.
Wow.
Yep. Bada boom, baby. Name it.
Oh, I know it.
Childhood.
Yeah.
There's only one other quote, but you're gonna know it instantly. Actually, there's a lot, but you'll know it instantly. Bada boom, baby.
Do the whole quote for that part.
I can't. You'll know
I know, that's why I want it.
it. A llama.
Oh, Hyper's new groove.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
could.
couldn't do anything else. So no matter what I said, you were gonna know it instantly.
See, you know what quote I would have used on that part to throw you off?
Nothing, because it wouldn't have.
When the sun hits these hills just right, they say.
I actually remember that part.
When you're thinking about the movie, but if you weren't thinking about it, would you have gotten it?
Probably not.
I'm surprised.
I mean, maybe.
Only the bud clouds came in.
I know. No one's coming yet.
Yeah. I didn't share it out like I did the other one, though.
Yeah, you should.
I can't now.
Mm,
I did all that in prep beforehand.
okay.
But I saw you share it out, right? Or did you share out the other one?
Not sure the other one. More. Won't work until you have the internet on for it.
You don't have the internet for Facebook right now?
Nope. Use it and turn it in. Did you see the trailer for Hocus Pocus 2?
No.
I did. It looks awesome. Apparently 3 new witches are coming into play. But they brought back the Sanderson sisters. The original?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they brought them back.
You are a part of too many groups.
You have to type yours in.
It didn't have that option up here.
And you probably won't find it. Need to try to see about doing laundry Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay. I forgot for a second. And I didn't close that back up because you closed it.
We got it.
Still sure.
Alrighty, so those corns should be done. Oh, that's right. I did forget one crucial thing.
What's that? Oh, the chief.
When I put it on the warmer is usually when I add the cheese. Did you want one slice or two?
Just one on each.
Because I was doubling mine, so I was going to do one of each color.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. I'll do that.
I meant on mine. I was going to do 2 whites on yours each.
Oh, I'll do the one of each.
Okay.
Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Cecilia.
Hi, ladies.
How are y'all? Cecilia is posting your stores.
Awesome, thank you.
In your Patreon.
Thank you. Boom.
Cecilia said a touch of the symbols, but otherwise okay. How are you doing?
Doing
Saw the
alright?
tent in the last video. How about one showing us around private property?
Huh?
She said, saw the tent in the last video. How about one showing us around?
I'll be showing everybody how I set up camp because I'm going to be doing a reset probably in the next few days. Touch of the sniffles. Thought you said in touch with the symbols, and I was like, oh, okay. So dinner's pretty much all cooked and all set. That was real fast. I mean, less than 25 minutes from start to finish. Because it's pretty much done right now. We just keep it on there to warm for a while, just to kind of let it soak through.
We don't eat right away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cecilia. I'm gonna be setting up a live stream, and I'm gonna be showing everybody how I set up camp on the live stream, like going through the whole process on how I set out where the dogs are, I set out where we are, where the bathroom is, and things like that, and show you guys the process on how I strategize where things are. Huh, I kind of expected this live to end up being longer.
Everyone came into the earlier one.
Well, also, I was expecting that to actually take a little bit longer. The fire got a little bit hotter than I was expecting, faster than I wanted it to.
You know, that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I just didn't do a green burn this time, so it didn't have that hiccup where it was trying to get hot and then it gets smothered by its own greens and then is able to burn through. It slows down the process, so it's not super hot real fast.
I know it's killing me.
Were you hungry shortly? Or
Yeah, soon, but not right this second.
I didn't know if you wanted to do the other way or wait for that.
Wait.
It was up to you. It crossed my mind because it was light out.
Yeah, I actually wasn't even thinking about doing that.
Well, Cecilia, that's just the web app for Cash App. That's not even like a shortcut for me because they'd still have to create an account, which most phones, if they do it on their phone, they're gonna have to get the app. So it's like, you know, thank you for that though. I'll include it when I get around to updating that section. It's a lot of people have Cash App already or know what it is or how to get it, so it's like, y'all know how I am. Want me to turn it back on?
You can't hear.
And we're back. I was pretty much done cooking everything else, so like I said, it's just sitting on the warmer up there on the top shelf. And otherwise, we're all set. We're all done. Dinner in less than 30. There we go. I know, Cecilia, you said that. I can only have so many links, and I don't feel the need to add that. Like, it's not like I don't feel the pressure to add that link to make sure people can get to Cash App, because it's, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But thank you for sharing my links and everything. I see someone else joined in. We're up to 3 now, so it's the wife, Cecilia, and somebody else. If she's still here.
Yeah.
Hoping y'all were able to hear the hi, ladies. She said you guys popped in, so I said hi. No, I know. But I remember you said it the other night too, or the other time, the other live. So it's like when I get around to adding more stuff to that section, I'll think about adding the web app for Cash App, or I'll include it in a description or something on one of my videos that I'm doing for the Cash App stuff. But I mean, I'm more trying to focus right now on, instead of just asking for stuff through Cash App, that's why it's just scrolling on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually part of the setup. There's bushcraft tips and stuff I gotta do to set up camp. And the new sleeping system I'm making, I'm gonna have to do some bushcraft stuff to it. So I'll be getting into doing more. Like I said, I fell out for so long. I'm getting back into it now. So it's just getting back into the habit and getting it done. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm trying to take a step away from the Cash App and asking for donations and stuff. It's growing there, but I want to offer more value and try to offer something for people instead of just being like, "Hey, we need help. Life sucks." You know. I'm not sure yet. We're still figuring that out. Things are still up in the air. Trying to nail down a specific situation. Um, but that's why I'm trying to lean away from that kind of stuff. I'm trying to push my merch stores and my Patreon because they get something in return. And yes, the people on the Cash App that won the Jeep fundraiser where I was offering the walking sticks for the donations. I'm still doing that. I'm still making the walking sticks. They're up in dry storage. I'm still working on them. But what I mean by that is if they go through Patreon or they go through the store, it benefits me, but they can track and watch and see the stuff that they're getting and pick and choose the things they want. So it's more gratification for their investment. Put it that way. I'm happy everybody's been super patient with me about the walking sticks. They do take time to make. There is a process, and life gets in the way a lot. So, but I am still working on them. They're going to be able to get done. I'm actually probably going to be sending out the first ones probably in the next month.
Yeah.
Not this check, but the next one.
Yeah.
I want to try to see if I can send Rocky Mountain Life Prospecting theirs. Yeah. I was actually thinking about making an atlatl. It's I know so much about that thing, but I'm still not entirely sure how to describe it. It's a spear launcher. Sometimes if it gets bad, but mostly we rely on bugs. What do we call it? Bug dope. Fucking I make a smoky fire, and I smoke the whole area out. I did a couple of videos on it, my live the other day about the fire start, smoke out. That was about our pest control. How we, do a quick fog out the whole area with smoke and get the bugs out of the area, and then you can be more comfortable and relax. But I was on a train of thought. That or a pellet gun. I'm pretty good with a slingshot, but I don't know. I just never been like, I'm gonna sit down and make a slingshot. There's times where I think about it and I'm like, man, I got so much other shit I gotta do. I don't want to start a new project. So I'm trying to narrow down the project I got going before I start the new ones. Such a piece of cheese.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. I've been wanting to try out the Atlatl. It's the hand spear thrower thing. It's really interesting. Oh yeah, pellet guns. Yeah. Trying to think of the side steps that I've seen people take. The people up in Canada who have projectile things like that, but they just fall within the law. Painting the table.
I've been. That's so fun.
Just don't get paint on the other side.
What are you talking about?
The other picture on the other side,
This
the heart.
isn't the heart.
Oh, what's this one?
The crap.
Oh.
So I cut it and shaped it the way I wanted a picture of it.
Shit, what do we use?
For what?
The bug spray that we use when we do use it.
Oh, it's just normal bug spray, like off and stuff.
I like Backwoods. That's that brand, right?
I think so.
It says Backwoods across the can. It's the all-in-one where it's got the mosquito, the tick, and everything else. That's the one I generally go with. If it's DEET free or not, it's never really been a problem for me. It doesn't really bug me.
Bothers me.
But the DEET bothers her, so I try to not go for a big DEET. But generally, we just try to use citronella candles. We use this horse spray. There's Flies X and what's the other one? I don't know, but they're in like Tractor Supply and farm stores and stuff like that. You go to the horse sprays where they've got the bug repellent sprays. Look for one of the bottles that have green labels on it, and it'll say natural, no chemicals, or whatever else. Just make sure it's the oil, the essential oil mixes, and it's citronella, geranium oil, and like I don't know, a dozen other oils that they mix together that keeps bugs away, and it's pretty effective. It's safe on dogs. Keep it away from your face and stuff. You just spray the area, and it's
Works good for the dog's coats.
yeah, and their coats have gotten like super conditioned. Been seeing a lot of people say that you got this. What's the you got this?
Huh?
People have been saying the you got this with no spaces. I've been seeing a lot of people say that. It's like a hashtag without the hashtag. People saying thanks, you got this, all in one word. Oh,
Maybe
I
because
don't
of
get
the emoji.
emojis. I don't get all the emojis. No wonder. That's a weird emoji. But yeah, on my side on StreamYard, it says thanks, you got this with no spaces. But I can see on hers because she's watching on the YouTube that it has the wavy person emoji that I'm assuming is labeled you got this.
Yes.
I'm sorry, it was confusing. That's the third time I've seen it. I thought it was some sort of trend I knew nothing about.
That'd be accurate.
Drop an ice cube between your titties and watch your screen. I was gonna say I said charge my phone, damn it. So I mean, we can always continue the ask me anything from earlier if anybody's got any questions. Otherwise, we're just gonna hang out and smoke for a little bit. I think we're probably gonna close it out soonish, so that way we can eat or chill out or whatever.
Yeah.
Eat,
watch TV.
I might make a movie, or you said movie and it fucked me up. Or you said TV and I thought a movie. I might make a video and post it tonight. I might not, depending. I did 2 lives, a couple hours. I might make a short. Who knows? I really am gonna keep up on doing my heads up announcements that I make on Patreon to let everybody know who's involved with that. To keep an eye out about the projects I'm doing, or when I'm gonna upload a video, or when I'm gonna go live. I have my Instagram up and going. People want to check me out there. Same name, just underscores in between the words. And speaking of my Patreon, Raven Cat Homestead Cecilia dropped my link for me. She did it just up above. It's also in my description and in my about page. I have merch stores, Patreon page, and my social medias. You can find me, check me out, stay in contact, and get updates and notifications. My Patreon has exclusive benefits, merch, and exclusive content and access. So there's a lot of affordable tiers on there. If anybody can check it out, feel free. And I definitely can't wait to get some merch. I wanna represent the native.
Yeah, I'm getting some soon. I swear I'm going to. There's so much stuff that I want.
I want a bandana, and I want a shirt and hoodie. Like, that's the main things I want, because I want to sit here talking to you guys and having the modern native sitting on my chest. Like, I love it. But I'm going to keep the updates rolling out. I'm going to keep, I might be making a new merchandise store with a lot more products and a lot of stuff that I can do to it, far more advanced than the stuff I've been working with so far. So I'm super excited about that, which I'll be doing early announcements on my Patreon. Then there might be some sneak peeks sitting on my Instagram or on Facebook or whatever, or I might just surprise everybody else who's not on my Patreon. And when it's there, I'll let you know when I let you know. But everybody connected will get the heads up, and we got a lot of exciting stuff going. We're going to be redoing camp. I got my projects I'm going to be finishing up. We've got
yes, stickers.
Yeah, I already have stickers. They're on my stores. I just don't have the money to buy them to send them to people. I don't. That's the reality of it. I'm not making any money off this right now. I'm at $16 a month profit, and that's like not even considering the fact that that's not my phone bill. My phone bill is like 50, $60. So it's not considered a profit yet. But so, I mean, I'm making $16 off of this process. So when I start making enough, I will start ordering stickers and sending them out and stuff like that. Right now, anything extra that I'll be getting down the line is right now I'm working towards building a gift fund. My total appreciation subscriber giveaway, everybody gets a gift for my first 1,000. I'm still doing that. I'm still working on the gifts and everything else, but I'm saving up and starting a fund so that way I can use that money to send everything out to everybody. It's when it gets closer and getting closer to being fulfilled, I will be dropping videos to get everybody's information sent to me. I'll be posting an email so everybody can contact that specific email for this. And that's super exciting. I'm super excited about that. And the wife's got her ideas and her gifts and stuff that she's got going on. I've got a ton of sticker ideas and a ton of stuff. But right now, I'm just trying to keep things simple on my stores and stuff like that so I can start getting some income going. Once I got a decent fan base, a decent Patreon settlement, establishment, whatever you want to call it, you know, I'll be able to do so much more because any money I get and everything that I get is going right back into YouTube. So it's I want to do more and I want to be on here more and be able to show you guys more and get stuff to be like, hey, look at this new thing I wanted to try out and show you guys if it was any good. You know, not entirely like product reviews, but like things that I've wanted to try out and things people talk about and give you the nitty gritty on if this thing actually fucking works. So I'm going full throttle again, and there is no fishing here right now. The creek is really far back into the woods, and it's beaver infested. There's not really any fish going on, and it's gross. So I haven't had the chance to do much fishing this year. I went with the only part of her name I can actually Arts and Adventure Mother Trucker Tasha. I went fishing with her one day, and we didn't catch nothing. Well, I caught a few sunfish and stuff. She caught a couple of sunfish, but that was it. I was going trying to catch some trout or something, but haven't really had a chance. That was my one trip this year so far. It's just been trying to focus on getting things going and getting things ready and prepared and figuring things out, planning things out.
And I'm always working, so you don't really have time.
Yeah.
You do a lot while I'm at work, so it's.
Yeah, I maintain camp and I get things going. I'm working on projects all the time, and I try to help out around here when somebody actually lets me know when they're doing something so I can go up and help them. But we haven't actually seen the beaver like up close and personal because they're so far back. They stay by the water. They drop the trees back there. We're a couple 100 yards out, like easily, like a few 100 yards out.
Yeah.
That's yeah, a few 100 yards out. Yeah. You like my measurement?
Yeah, saw that.
So no, we don't really interact with the beaver. It's mostly close interactions with the deer.
Couple.
Slightly too close for comfort interactions with the bear. Haven't seen them, but when they're close enough, I can smell them, and I can smell venison blood. Like, you can smell the venison blood in the air, and you can smell the musky bear smell. You're like, oh, dude, have your meal somewhere else. Thanks, Cecilia. Have a good one. And a handful of squirrels. One likes to screw with me because he knows I have it out for him.
Dogs too.
And a very nice hummingbird friend who likes to circle my hammock while I'm sleeping. But we're gonna peter this out probably like the next 10 minutes or so. Um, for my replay champions, if you're watching this on the replay and you stuck through this far, if you go into the comment section right now and you type in paint, P-A-I-N-T, paint, into the comment section to let me know that you are one of my replay champions, and you click on a live of mine that's old and you watch it all the way through and you pay attention enough to catch it when I say this. I appreciate you so much, and I will be doing something super special for you guys coming up soon. Soonish. I don't want to stack too many projects at once, but it's coming soon. I've got things in the work and plans about what I'm going to do for my replay champions to show that I see them, that they stand out, that I know they love my stuff, and that they watch me all the time. I want to show that appreciation back, so I want to do something for my replay champions, my top supporters. And I was really thinking about like trying to figure out how to draw like a cassette player, make it look like made out of wood and arrows instead of the teeth on the inside. It's like arrowheads with a wood cassette player.
I mean, I could.
And then it's replay champion on it, and it's got like a little crown sitting on the.
That wouldn't be super hard.
Yeah.
I could do it.
So it's just a little idea I'm thinking about making that like a merch line. That's something that I'll make and I'll get and I'll send to my replay champions.
The real replay champion.
And because I can always tell when someone instantly jumps down and drops it in the comments, or when they go through and they are watching the replay and they catch it. But what I plan on doing is sometime in the future, when I got quite a few of these racked up, I'm probably going to figure out who the replay champion is by doing a competition and seeing who can collect the highest number of my replay code words.
I like that.
And that'll be the replay champion of the year.
I like that.
Oh, that's actually a good announcement. Because I've already done 1 year and I've got a ton of code words on my stuff. So if I were to drop it and say that if everybody who goes through and rewatches all of my stuff and collects as many of my code words as possible, and I'll even remind them that 12-hour one has like 4, 5, or who knows. So pay attention. Whoever collects as many as possible will get that custom replay champion for the Modern Native. And I'll do it in a hoodie, a shirt, a hat, and a coffee mug. So I'll get them a 5-gift package, and that'll be one person who gets that package, where I'll go in and I'll make that merch on my store, and I'll go in and order that collection myself and send it to them. Because like in grand total, it's going to be like $150. That's definitely a very nice fucking thank you. So yeah, that's an idea. A little sneak peek for you guys, for anybody who's going to try to get a head start and go back through and check out all the live streams where I drop the replay code word. Oh, excuse me. Sometimes it pays to pay attention. That's why it's called paying attention. Is that a dumb dad joke?
It was a dad joke, but yes.
But see, she didn't say it was dumb. So I'll do another dad. See if anybody joins in. If anybody has any questions, they want to say something on their mind, want to start a conversation, it's up to you. Hey, cooking with JW. How's it going? We're kind of at the go ahead and ask us anything kind of stage of this video or this live stream. We're petering out the last few minutes. Got any questions, any topics, any thoughts? The Poochie in the background. Don't cuddle his teeth. I got Carl Papa stuck in my head. And that's the most fucked up part of it. Someone had to cut my baby sister out, my mama. It's the most fucked up part of the fucking song from Carl Papa. And it's stuck in my head. He's literally just sitting there repeating it. Oh, jiggy jar jar do. Dirty dirty do. No, we ain't fishing. We're camping, we were cooking, and she's painting. We're full-time camping. We've been full-time camping for, well, since April 12th. 12th.
12.
It's just some good old THC. Nobody fret.
We cooked some cheeseburgers with corn on the cob,
You're sure?
straight on the fire, as we primitives do.
It only took 25 minutes, like less. Like from start to finish, start of the video to the finish. Like I even talked for a few minutes at first. Only took 25 minutes. So if you're interested in watching the cooking portion, you can just rewatch the first 25. I unfortunately got the one side a little too dark. Yeah. Full-time camping since April 12th. And technically, like, before that, we were in the cabin with no running water, no electricity. Well, an extension cord, no real electricity.
Yeah, I was gonna say an extension cord that didn't always work.
No plumbing. I had to fetch buckets of water from the creek. So it's like, that wasn't much different than camping. If anything, it was actually a little harder to be in the cabin than it would have been camping. As long as I had something sturdy enough to hold the snow. Nice. Never. Actually, I have seen a video of that where a dude was baking weird things on his grill. I mean, it's the same concept as a fire. I bake things on here.
I was gonna say that's my oven, kitchen.
I make some
clay.
I was gonna say I make some bomb baked goods on the open fire.
Yes.
Especially my steamed muffins.
Oh yeah.
That's cool that you're cooking it on the grill though. I mean, it's cooking on an open fire without the wood. As long as it doesn't put that much of a gas taste onto it. That's always my problem with the grill. I don't like the gas taste. And I can taste it in the food. Especially if it gets charred up real nice.
Yep.
And like, fumes. But then again, I bite into something that's been cooked on open fire and I'm like, you used birch wood.
Mm-hmm. Much, yeah. This tastes like cedar. Oh, redwood, yum. Red, yum.
Red rum. Red rum. Yeah, it's you take a double pot, a pot that you can nestle inside of another pot, whether that's a bigger pot with just a smaller pot that actually fits inside of it, or a double steamer like we have. It's actually nestles right on top, and then you can get capped. You put water underneath, and if it's not made to sit like that, you take a couple of 2, 3, 4 rocks. You put it in the bottom. Put water in there. You put the pot that you're gonna put your baked good in, and you put it inside of that pot on top of those rocks, so it lifts it up, so the heat can circulate without scorching the bottom. And then you cap the main one that it's all sitting in, and that's your steamer oven. Well, oh, nice. He used charcoal on his grill.
Yes,
So what inspired us to go hard camping for several months? Well, last year I started the whole full-time camping thing. Uh, I decided I wanted to do. I decided I wanted to start my YouTube channel, and I decided I wanted to do it about outdoor activities and camping and survival, bushcrafting, outdoor adventures, hiking, pretty much everything that I can do outside. Because I wanted to start being outside more. I wanted to start doing more. I was being really lazy. I was playing video games all the time. I didn't want to be outside. Never left the apartment. The pandemic isolation was killing us because the few things we wanted to go out and do, we couldn't do because they were either closed down or we were worried about her getting sick. And fucking irony, I'm the one that got sick. But
right? Imagine
the
that.
fucking irony of that.
I'm the one with the bad system, but you're the one who got sick.
Well, I wasn't vaccinated, so
didn't.
I mean that sort of makes sense.
Yeah.
But still expected you to get sick first. But either which way, like that whole thing was just too much. So I was like, damn it, I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. I want to get a bunch of camping gear. And she was like, okay. We had a lot of it already because we had been camping before. That's how we connected, how we met, what we did during the summers. So we'd already done that for 2 years. So we had some camping gear already. So we're like, fuck it, let's get some more camping gear. I'll start a YouTube channel. So I went out and I started doing some trips by myself. I did a couple of trips here and there. She went on a camping trip with me, and then I went camping and I didn't want to come back. There wasn't anything on her. I was like, I just didn't want to be in the apartment. I didn't want to come back to the apartment. I didn't want to be inside. I was happy camping, and that's where I wanted to stay. So I did. And I'd come back and I'd see her. I'd spend time with her and stuff like that, but I'd spend most of my time down camping. So eventually she got a job down near where I was camping, and she was like, okay, I can just stay down here and I can go work. I was like, works for me. So we stayed at camp. We still had the apartment, and we're like, well, I mean, we need to find something else because we really don't want to go to the apartment. We really don't want to do that anymore. Let's find something else. Then roundabout, we found our way to the cabin, and it turned out to be much, 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 much less and worse shape. Much less there and in much worse shape than we expected. And the situation was just fucked. So it was pretty much just like camping anyway, just a little worse because I was being fucking worked for nothing. For nothing. But anyway, and
Pushy.
Oh, thank you. But we just enjoyed camping so much that that's what we wanted to do. This is when we're happy. This is when we argue the least. This is when we feel the healthiest. Normally, this year has been weird for me because I started at a bad time. I waited too long to start going out and camping. I should have taken camping trips all winter and gone out and done little woodland camping trips and stuff, but I never did. Really should have. That was a great place to do it. I should have just fucking gone up that hill and made my little camp. I kept
telling you to do it. I told you I'd be fine. As long as I had enough food and needed it, gone outside to grab it.
But it was just, I didn't feel comfortable leaving you there either. But
I know. It's alright.
anyway, like that's we just prefer camping. We prefer being out here in nature, in the woods, camping.
Feel at home when I'm outside.
I mean, we're both natives, and that's what we're attuned to is nature. So it's our dogs love it. Our boys absolutely love it. Creature was so upset when we didn't leave the cabin. We got into the cabin, and every time we went to go leave, he was like, "Oh, we're done with this shit, right? I don't want to be in here. Can we? We're going to live outside, right?" I kept having to tell him, "No, we're staying in here. We're staying here. This is where we're staying." Finally, he just got pouty, and he goes, "I don't like the cabin. I want to go back to camp." And then as soon as we were packing up the cabin, getting it all packed up and stored up, and bringing the trips down, they got nervous when it was like the cabin was empty. But as soon as they got in the truck, Creature was like, "Oh, we're going to camp."
Just went nuts.
As soon as I took him out of the truck and he smelt woods, he was like, "Oh, camping. We're going to camp. We're going to camp. Where are we going, Dad?" As soon as we got into the woods, he loved it. Put him up on his line. He was like, "We're camping. We're camping. We're camping." And
He didn't even have to get to his line.
He just
got out of the truck and saw woods and was like, "Yay!"
And he pranced the whole way through. So it's like,
Jesus.
It is undeniable that these dogs are happier camping. Because even Monster, like Monster was like, because he wasn't used to it, it was his first time going to camp. He was sort of nervous about it, but he was like super comfy. He was like, "Oh, this is where Mom's sleeping there. I'm sleeping on her legs. This is where we're staying." Cool. Whatever.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
I'm happy. You got my food bowl? Okay, we good.
I got food, I got water, I got mom, I got dad.
Like that was the check.
cool.
When we put him on his line, he looked for our stuff where we were sleeping. He's like, "Okay, you guys are over there. Okay, good.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you got my food bowl. We good."
And realized mom and dad were both in the close proximity of him
And then he gets moved into the tented area, the tarp area, and he gets put on his inside line, which means he's more inside than his brother is. So he's like, "Haha, asshole! I get to be next to mom. I'm right in the mix. I'm in the middle." So he's a
little shit. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Say it like it is. He's such.
So that's why this year we decided that when looking at the options, camping was the best option. It's where we're happiest. It's where we're best. It's actually the cheapest. It costs much less to camp if you can do it for free, like the actual finding places to camp kind of thing. Because there are free options all over the place. People just don't get it. Yeah, state land is a wonderful thing because most of it has free, open, dispersed camping.
Okay.
As long as it's primitive style and you reduce your leave no trace and all that, and you're not cutting anything living or green. There's always clear spots on the ground that you can find a spot to pitch a tent, throw a hammock up, dig a little fire hole. There you go. And that's why I'm going to walk everybody through my process and how I set up camp and what I think about where I put things. And I'll probably have a bonus little video for that live with fixing the tent pole. Under the snowfall, the tent pole broke, so that happened. So, I mean, does anybody have any other questions? Because if not, I'll get around to closing it up here.
You're right.
Yeah, I just burped and it hurt my chest a little bit.
Oh. Ooh, roasty toasty.
Call you cooking cheeks.
Oh yeah.
What? You gotta laugh at each other. You gotta laugh at each other. When, where, and how hard?
You already know those answers.
I know. Alrighty, everybody. So, yeah, I mean, if nobody has any other questions, what? What happened to it? Alrighty, everybody. So, yeah. So, if nobody has any other questions, nobody has anything else. So, I'm going to say, have a good one. Thank you very much. And until next time, get out there, be a native, and go beast.